cutting out that dairy completely changed the way my stomach operated, and that meant it changed my life. It changed my life. Hi friends. So yes, you read the title right. I did go raw vegan for 5 days. And I wanted to share my experience with you all, how I felt about it, why I did it, and what I gained from it. First of all, let's talk about why I decided to do this. So if you remember, let me see, several months ago, I did like a keto update kind of video and like a kind of why I stopped doing keto and what my thoughts, what my plans are going forward. And I kept praying about it and praying about it. And I felt like God was telling me that you need to eat more nutritious foods. You got to eat more nutritious foods. And at the time of me filming that keto update video, I wasn't eating keto and I was kind of just not even thinking about what I was eating. Like, you know, whatever was here, I was eating. I was kind of grazing and I've gained a bunch of weight. And I don't know, I just felt like every time I prayed about it, God was telling me and putting it on my heart, you have to eat more nutritious foods, more nutrient dense foods, more whole foods, more fruits and vegetables, all that type of stuff. And I kept coming back to raw vegan. All this raw vegan stuff would come up on my TikTok and I never searched for anything raw vegan before. It was just weird. And I just felt like, you know what? Now's the time. At the time before I started, I felt like there was just, my lower stomach just felt like there was just, or my gut, like there was a pound of wastage, if that's even a word, like of waste in there that it just wasn't coming out. And all the food that I was eating on top of it just wasn't helping, okay? And so I just felt like, you know what? This is something that I feel like I need to do. And my best friend, I mentioned it to my best friend and she was like, you know what? The same thing with me. I was just talking to my husband about this and I want to try it too. So she was like on board to doing it with me. So I was like, okay, I got an accountability partner. Let's just go hard for these 5 days. What's the worst that can happen? Okay. So we didn't have a lot of rules. It was just had to be raw and it had to be vegan with no sugar, no added sugars, no breads or anything like that. Okay, literally like fruits and veggies, and that's it. Okay, and so as I was talking to my best friend, you know, I have a big birthday coming up that I mentioned in a previous video. I have a big birthday coming up next year and I feel like I have to make lifestyle changes, okay? Not diet changes, but really lifestyle changes. And I feel like that's the best route for me as I continue to get older. And I've been praying about what I need to do to remain healthy, healthy mentally, physically, and spiritually. I feel like I have to incorporate diet and exercise, and I have to incorporate eating more nutrient dense foods that are helping my body, foods that my body says thank you so much for eating, and not necessarily getting that enjoyment out of all the food. Okay, so what we ate during the week was very simple. I basically ate like a lot of fruit bowls for breakfast, a lot of green juices. I would just put greens like kale or spinach in my NutriBullet with a bunch of fruit and water, and then mix it all together and drink it. That would be my smoothie. I didn't do any kind of nut milks or anything like that because I just wanted to keep it as natural as possible, like just natural. So I had a lot of fruit juices. Charles decided to do it with me. I forgot to mention that, sorry. Charles did it with me. I was so happy that he was like, I want to do it with you. It just felt like, I don't know, we just felt like a team. Even though I had my best friend still, Charles was with me on this, and it was really changing for him too. Like I said, we had the fruit bowls, we had the green juices, we had a lot of salads. I mean, salad. Kale, spinach, mixed greens. I would put fruit on my salad, avocado, onions, fresh garlic. All of this I would put on my salad. Everything you think of we could put on our salad, that's what we put on. I would use a wrap. You have these rice wraps that you just dip in water and they turn clear. And then in that I would put avocado, bell peppers, kale, onions, garlic, and I would season it with like salt, pepper, and garlic, and then dip it in balsamic vinegar. I guess that's the closest thing that I had. I don't know if that's considered processed balsamic vinegar, but we did have balsamic vinegar. That's all I had all week on my salads. And then I also had almond butter sometimes. I would put almond butter on my apple slices as a snack. So for my salad dressing, I would just put avocado oil on there, and then the balsamic vinegar, and then that's what we ate. So that's literally all we ate for 5 days, okay? Let me tell you something that I realized at the end of the 5 days that was just completely changing my perspective about food, completely changing my perspective about how my body reacts to food, and that is cutting the dairy out completely changed the way my stomach operated. Now, I know you hear dairy gets a lot of bad rap. You know, a lot of people, when they're keto, they get heavy on the dairy because it's just something good that we can eat on keto, because you can't have the bread, you can't have the rice. So a lot of people eat a lot of dairy. And even when I was keto, I ate a lot of dairy. But cutting out that dairy completely changed the way my stomach operated. And that meant it changed my life. Cutting that out completely changed my life, because then I started thinking, like, I have a serving of dairy every single day. Every day I had dairy, whether it be in my coffee, whether it be on my salad dressing, on a sandwich, on my eggs. I was eating dairy almost, not every sitting, like, because a lot of times I wouldn't have dairy at dinner, but a lot, you know? And so me cutting that dairy out, first of all, I didn't get any kind of stomach ache at all. And I'm the type of person where sometimes I would wake up and my stomach would be burning. It would be hurting so bad. Okay, I'd have really, and this is TMI, but listen, we're family. I would have really bad gas. Okay, I would feel very constipated sometimes, and my stomach would just hurt. I would have a stomach ache every day, and it was like a normal part. It was a normal feeling to me, and I just thought it was normal. It was normal for me to have a stomach ache every single day. Well, let me tell you something. Cutting that dairy out completely stopped me having a stomach ache. Okay, now here's the other thing. You know, I'm a big coffee drinker, and I love my coffee, girl. And I didn't know if I was gonna be able to do it without putting anything in my coffee. But honestly, that black coffee tasted so good. I guess it tasted good to me because it was the only warm thing that I had, because everything else was raw. It tasted good to me. And so I started drinking my coffee black, and I was fine with it. But it was very, very eye-opening. It was a confidence booster for me, because when you prove to yourself that you can do hard things, it boosts your confidence. It lets you know what, if I can do that, if you can control every single thing that you put in your mouth, which is very hard to do, okay, it's easier said than done. If you can mentally control what you're putting in your mouth, you can do anything. If you are having a problem with something, it's your own self getting in your own way. And that's what I realized with that. It definitely made me feel like I can accomplish anything. If I can eat like this for 5 days and be fine and thrive. I wasn't just feeling good, I was thriving. Now, don't get me wrong, girl. Now, the first day or two, it was rough and I was hungry, but I felt great. I ate my last meal at 4 o'clock, and after that first day and a half, I felt amazing. Amazing. It's just hard getting through that first day. It's like your body's like craving all those nasty things. But then as you're feeding and fueling your body with all these beautiful, nutritious plates, everything I ate was beautiful looking. It was so bright and vibrant and just, I don't know, just like it came from God. It was so beautiful looking. Like all the colors were just like everything. Not everything, like everything I ate wasn't just like one color. And not having anything processed, it was just, it's life changing, y'all. And so this made me think, like, going forward, what is it that I want to do? Okay, with my health going forward. I'm not saying I'm gonna eat raw vegan forever, I'm not, but for me to like kickstart my mind and my body into getting into a healthier process for January, as I come into this new decade of life, I am definitely gonna be incorporating some of these things going forward. Now, I plan on doing a whole video. I'll be doing a video, it's just like a life update video, because I don't really sit down and chat with you guys here on this channel often like this. So I'll be doing a life update video. I'm just talking about life and how I'm preparing for this next decade of life, and what my plans are for my health, and what my plans are, like what I plan on eating going forward. But I'm definitely going to be incorporating some raw vegan nights for my dinner for sure, or even days, or I can even see myself doing this like once a quarter to kind of flush yourself out, because let me tell you something, girl, you get flushed out on this. okay? That's a little bit TMI, but you will be flushed all the way out on this. And for my husband, it kind of like reignited his love for fruit, because he really didn't eat any fruit. He hardly eats fruit. But this, like us doing this together, it really reignited his love for fruit. And I'm just really happy about that. I think that was his biggest takeaway as well. For me, it was the dairy. I just did not want to let it go, and I just didn't think dairy affected me like that. But for me to have like no kind of stomach ache at all was just, that's a game changer to me. So like I said, I'm gonna do a separate video talking about how I'm gonna incorporate this in my, because I am gonna do some sort of version of keto, my own version of keto, maybe keto-ish I'll be doing, because I do wanna lose the weight that I've gained over these last several months. But not only that, I just want to be healthy. I wanna step into this new decade a very healthy, active person. And so I'll do a separate video and talk about that. But leave a comment down below and let me know, have you ever tried eating raw vegan? And if you have, what were your results? Or have you ever thought about it? I know some people do juice cleanses and stuff like that. I don't know. My friend and I, we just said that we just want to give our body a lot of nutrients through food. That's why I didn't do like a juice cleanse or something like that. And I gotta say, my body really thanked me. It thanked me with no stomach aches. It thanked me with no like aches in my knees or my joints. Like the inflammation in my body, the bloat completely went down on my stomach. I wasn't bloated at all. Usually I get bloated after I eat. I was not bloated whatsoever. Not even a little bit this week. So I'm just really, really happy with my results. And like I said, it definitely changed the way I look at food and how I need to incorporate a more bright, vibrant diet into my life. I mean, because it was so nice to see the food in its raw form and its raw state, not like cooked or withered away, or you know, it was just really great. So like I said, leave a comment down below and let me know if you've ever tried it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel out, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.